Hey, how's it going? This is Kit Palmer, editor Cycle News. We are riding the new Honda. This is the new CRF300F, which is going to replace the CRF250F. So this is, technically it's an all new model, and it has a lot of changes too. Obviously, you can tell that the displacement change is the biggest news, and because it's a 300 compared to the 250. Again, the engine, that's the biggest, probably the biggest change news here. The suspension's been redone too, and that makes a big difference as well. But as far as the motor, it is similar to the 250, but it's got a different cylinder on it now, and it has a larger bore. The stroke is the same, but the bore is a little bit larger. I believe it's like 294 cc, like that, something like that now. So what that means when you're riding the bike, what you're going to really feel is not only you're going to feel a little bit more power, you're going to feel just a lot more chuggability, which on these type of bikes is something you really, really want, because you're not really in the higher upper RPM range. It's not how you ride these bikes. You like to just take them out and just cruise around and go searching for trails. You're going to go up rocky hills and things. And so you just want that torque, and just so it just kind of chugs up the hills. That's probably the biggest difference I felt between this and the 250. I rode the previous model back to back with this, and you can definitely tell this has more torque, more chuggability, makes it even a little bit easier to ride. It has a little bit more power overall. So that's pretty big deal, I think. I mean, for a bike like this, it's just that torque.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Something that we've been wearing a lot lately is the new Thor Terrain jacket and pant. The jacket features a ton of ventilation and waterproof zippers, as well as this new DuraMotion paneling, which offers really good flexibility, as well as being durable when you're bashing through the trees or on the off-road trails. One of my favorite things about this jacket is the ability to zip off the sleeves. Comes in super handy when you start out early in the morning, riding in the afternoon, temperatures change. Really convenient, you can zip off the sleeves, put it in your back pocket, and keep on riding. We've been wearing this jacket a lot in some of our adventure tests lately. It's perfect for some light ADV riding or some dual sporting. You can see the full Terrain line as well as the rest of Thor's adventure options at Thor's website or at your local dealer. Thanks so much for watching. Now let's get back to the video.
It also has a 6-speed transmission versus last year's or the 250, which had a 5-speed. A lot of people like that, the six speed. I guess I'm one of them, but it gives you the 6-speed gives you a little bit more versatility. Little more, you can control the RPMs in certain sections that you're in a little bit better, so you can utilize the power a little bit better. So it's definitely a good thing to have the extra gear. It might shift a little bit more, but I'm okay with that. The other big thing is the suspension. I guess there has been a lot of people have been suggesting, or they've been asking to stiffen up the suspension. So Honda listened. So they put a little bit more, girth both in the front and the rear, and that is quite noticeable too, especially when I rode the ones back to back. The 250, you could feel it ride more in the middle of the suspension of the travel, so it always felt like it was in the middle, and it kind of felt stiff, which is okay, but it kind of had that kind of a dead stiff feeling. Where this has more stand-up, so you feel like, yeah, it's stiff as well, but it actually, you can feel it moving, and it's really, really nice. It just rides better, and if you're coming over a jump, you landing off something, it definitely soaks that up better. It takes a lot more effort to get the suspension to bottom compared to the other one. I wouldn't call this like a couch, that's for sure. It's not a bike you're just gonna sit on and go over the rocks and just not even feel them and cushy. It's not quite like that. Some bikes of this style, of this size, are a little bit like that, but this one has a pretty stiff suspension. It's non-adjustable, but it does have, the rear shock has spring preload, so you can stiffen up the preload on it a little bit or reduce it, whatever you want to do. But hey, for my weight, I push right around 165 pounds and a little bit of experience, and I felt like that was okay for me. I actually felt it was a little on the stiff side, but I enjoyed that. I like that, especially when you're landing off the big jumps. So that was a big difference that I felt. Otherwise, one thing I really like about this bike, and I've liked from the previous CRFs, that they just have a nice, solid, comfortable feel. They just feels good. They have a nice seat. It's nice rounded off. It's kind of a firm seat. The bike just feels brand new. Like you could ride one of these things half the year or for a year and it still feels brand new. It just has that feel, which is one thing I really, really liked about the F line of the CRFs. I also like, there's a lot of good things about the bikes. They put some pretty good tires on these. These are pretty meaty tires. If you, I don't know if you can tell from there, but they're pretty meaty. They got some real knobbies there, but it's a DOT tire, which if you look at it, you wouldn't think so, but it is. It's a Pirelli, and the front's same. It looks pretty aggressive, and I did like the tires. I thought the tires were good here. There were some places here where it was still damp from the rains we've had a little while ago, where some places are drying out quicker. So we had a variety of terrain and dirt to ride on, and I thought the tires worked out really well, and there's absolutely no sign of wear, so I'm going to guess they're going to last a long, long time. Okay, overall, the bike is really fun to ride. Again, that extra power and the stiffer suspension is the two things that stand out the most for me. There really wasn't a whole lot I didn't like. Shifting's a little notchy, and so I wasn't sure if it's just because it's kind of a newer bike, newer transmission, needs a little more break-in. I did ride the 250, which had some time on it, and it too was just a little bit notchy for me. So I don't know if that's something that's just built in or whatever, but it's not a big deal. But that's, I'm trying to find something I don't like about it, and I guess that's the first thing that jumps to my mind. Otherwise, it's just everything's really good about it. It's just a really easy, unintimidating motorcycle to ride. I think it weighs right around 270, so it's a little heavy, but it's actually, for a bike like this, it's right about the target weight. It's easy to ride. It throws it around. It's not that hard. When you get, in something real tight rocks that we had today, you kind of feel the weight a little bit. Seat height is 35 inches, which sounds kind of high for a bike like this, but I was kind of surprised to hear it was 35 because it didn't feel like it. It felt like less than that. They say it's 35, doesn't feel that way. It feels nice, low to the ground. I'm a little bit tall for a bike like this. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but I didn't feel too cramped. I did at first, I moved the handlebars up a little bit, changed the levers, and that just kind of freed up some room. So it was a little bit easier for me to stand up when the trails got a little bit rougher. That's about it. We rode this bike just today. It's the first time on it. Probably put about 30 miles on it. Of a variety of terrain, a lot of little single tracks through the rocks, a little bit more. We had some open kind of dirt roads and kind of, almost like a GP track in places here. So we had a little variety of it. Tons of fun to ride. Love riding these things, and this is really, really a nice bike. There's not much to complain about, considering it has the larger bore now, has the bigger engine, has a 6-speed transmission, has the improved suspension, and the cool updated plastic, which looks just like the motocross bikes. All that, the price went up nothing. It's still the same as the 250 at $49.99. So that's pretty cool that they were able to do that. I think that's a great deal. I think that's a great price. I think if you've ridden the 250 in the past, you're gonna like this one better. Is it something like, oh yeah, I should run out and get one of these? I don't know if that would work out, if that's exactly the plan. Maybe not, because it's not a huge difference. But if you're looking for a bike in this category, in this size, I highly recommend this bike because it does everything so well. And it's a good looking bike. I like the way the CR looks and the graphics and the plastic. So hey, check out our future issue Cycle News, the digital magazine. We'll have more on this bike, and you can read more about it, and we will also have something online on our website as well. So thanks for checking us out. Really enjoy this bike, and we'll see you on the next review.